Rom-com, romantic comedy. The romantic comedies that used to be good in the 90s and early 2000s, and now they're just a little cringe on Netflix. This genre is now its own fashion aesthetic, its own core. Pinterest has named rom-com core the 2023 trend, and we're gonna get into that. My name is Teresa, and this is rom-com core. In looking at pictures and TikToks of this rom-com core aesthetic, I've determined that it is, in its essence, just what women would wear in the early 2000s. That's it. Rom-com core has basically divested itself of current rom-coms. We're going back to the classics. We're going back to the Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock days of the 90s, especially niching out in the early 2000s. We're mostly focusing on Kate Hudson's character in 10 Ways to Lose a Guy. Yeah, in 10 Ways to Lose a Guy. Jennifer Gardner's character in 13 Going on 30. Early 2000s to the mid 2000s. And after that, it's all gone from there. The rom-com, it's dead. Then it was revived, a series of straight to streaming movies that never really carved its way into iconic cultural zeitgeist. That was a lot of words. This entire aesthetic is capturing that main character energy. You're going about your life like it's a rom-com. And for some reason, you're going about your life like it's an early 2000s rom-com. You're in a pastel slip dress or jewel tone slip dress. You have a shrug cardigan over your slip dress. Your hair is done up in a spiky bun. You're clip-clopping around the pavement in your backless kitten heels. Pastels, floral prints, paisleys, modish swirls, like Jennifer Gardner's thriller dress in 13 Going on 30. Bright colors. Everything is oversaturated and cheery. The spiky bun threaded with chopsticks. A claw clip updo. The early 2000s mini pleated skirt and a sliver of tummy, but don't go too far. Rom-coms are only PG-13 here. Loopy, skinny scarves, maybe even a newsboy cap, because if we're going for early 2000s, gotta have that newsboy cap that all the celebrities used to wear. You got your low-rise cargo pants and your spaghetti strap tank top, your crop denim jacket. You know what rom-com core is? It's basically Sarah Jessica Parker's wardrobe in Sex and the City. Got your baguette bag, cargo pants with a scrunchy hem, and maybe some rhinestone flourishings, and you wear it with like 3-inch kitten heels, a newsboy cap, and a skinny baguette bag. A very tight shirt, cropped, so you show a little bit of that midriff. The shirt would be pink, and the collar would have like a tiny V right here. It would just go down, and there's a tiny V. The pattern on this very tight shirt is like a butterfly. Oh, and your cargo pants are like the shiny cargo pants. Ooh, you know what outfit I'm describing right now? Jennifer Lopez from Jenny on the Block. We're not even disguising the fact that we're just going back to the early 2000s here. Like, what is new in this rom-com core aesthetic? I don't think there's anything new. We're just thrifting here. We are thrifting out of your older millennial sister's closet. We're thrifting out of my closet. There's also, if I recall, some capri pants going on. I had a pair of capri pants from Forever 21. I think those pants gave me an injury in the crotch. So you are dressed like the main character of a rom-com. You're going to the coffee shop. You're feeling that main character energy. You're like, something's going to happen to me. I'm gonna have a meet cute with somebody at the coffee shop, or you're at Barnes and Nobles and you're peeping through the book stacks. You're taking out one book at a time, and through the peephole of the book, you see a cute, messy-haired guy with a devil-may-care grin, and then you have a meet cute. You're running down the street with your kitten heels, and then your heel gets caught in the cobblestones, and you trip over some guy, and it turns out he's your brother's best friend. So this is like the main character energy that we want here, and that's why we're dressed like that. We're manifesting. It's like The Secret. Dress like the main character, and then you will become the main character of a rom-com. Another subset of the rom-com main character, the frazzled British woman. The frazzled British woman, she's a lover of layers. She's got the long cardigan. She's got a coat over her cardigan. You can see her rushing outside in the snow with her sweatpants tucked under knee-length boots. Her hair is up in a messy bun that also somehow looks good. The skinny scarf wrapped several times over, maybe a newsboy cap. She's a lover of floral prints. She's a mid-tier career lady, and when she does dress up for work, she'd wear a pantsuit or the suit dress. There's something something a little off. It's a little ill-fitting because we don't want her to be too tailored because she's frazzled. If you just imagine Bridget Jones's work outfits, there's something always a little off, a little ill-fitting. She's not exactly comfortable in her own skin at that moment. She's in progress. She's a woman in progress. She hasn't reached her final form, which is confidence gaining happily ever after. How do I know so much about rom-coms? A woman who lies about being a botanist. I write rom-coms. A famous EDM DJ who loses half his face by me, and that's all I'm gonna tell you. There's many different stages of a rom-com character's development. She has 3 dressing up phases. Number 1 being her everyday wear, just casual clothes, but with an element of quirk, thrifted clothes, and something from a fast fashion retailer like Zara, Forever 21 in England, and she's a frazzled British lady. She's a big shopper of Primark. In a section of the story, she's required to dress up evening wear. This is when she comes out of her shell, she wows the hero, gains her confidence. She has her trope of the ugly duckling transformation, and that is where the Kate Hudson yellow backless dress comes in. That's where the red dress from Me Before You comes in. Near the final act, the darkest moment of the soul, she's lost everything. She's fired from her job. She's let go. There's no hope for her and the main character. There's some big misunderstandings. She had a fight with her best friend. This is her slovenly phase. She's in sweats, no makeup, face ruddy from crying. She's eating a pint of Haagen-Dazs. She's drunk her weight in vodka. This is when she looks the worst. This is like Bridget Jones post-breakup with Hugh Grant phase. This is Meg Ryan after she lost her bookstore phase. She's sick. There's usually a cold involved. There's some alcohol involved, definitely ice cream. And then we skip to the final resolution where everything is resolved and she gets the guy and she has her happily ever after and she gets her job and she is the better version of herself. We start off in her everyday clothes, which is a little scuzzy, go into the evening wear section, and then we fall into sweatpants era. We kind of circle back to her everyday quirky clothes, but up the confidence. So that is the evolution of the rom-com main character in terms of her fashion. What can I say about main character energy? It's a little overrated. There's a lot of pressure placed on the main character to be all the things. There is a lot of grief involved with being the main character. So to be honest, if you want a happy, well-balanced life, you should aim to be the romantic comedy character's best friend. Then you can enjoy all the benefits of a romantic comedy, all the happy, serotonin-inducing, brightly colored set pieces, all the fashionable, quirky clothes. You don't have to go through this dark moment of the soul, this unnecessary misunderstanding, these workplace dramas at a fictional magazine that you work for. You basically have it together. You come in with your words of wisdom, your comedic moments. You've got things figured out, and you also have your own love story in some cases. Words of wisdom: aim not to be the main character. Aim to be the main character's best friend. That's all I have for you today. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.